Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we only talk about what's obviously most crucially integral to the fabric of our very nature. Today we talk about...
But I'm saying back in the day when like resources were thin, you're watching Nick at Night, you got to do what you got to do.
I deserve to be more drunk. I wish I was like 6. I wish I was double the amount of drinks deep.
Cut your fucking hair. Why are you afraid to cut your hair, you bitch?
No, I'm not going to kink shame you, but you like to jerk off to...
Here we go.
It's a hot one.
It's a hot take. Well, Kyle's internet is, what is it doing, Kyle?
My internet's chunking right now. It's just chunking like a mo.
Ooh, I love that. And what's chunking mean?
See? Like, did you hear that? Or is it chunking too hard?
And we all know that classic internet term.
When your internet chunks,
When you're in
get
chunks.
VPN.
It is chunking because this is, we're not working right now. Everyone's kind of chunking over each other.
We're chunking a little bit. I feel a little chunky.
Oh, man.
Especially this holiday season, I'm feeling chunky.
Yeah, how's everybody's post-Thanksgiving chunk coming?
Ooh.
Fat boy.
Well, you know what? I was afraid to do a pre and post like that day. Because remember when I would visit you, Kyle, I would gain like 10 plus pounds on over Thanksgiving. We would do our weigh-ins.
Yep, you hold the record.
Oh, you were afraid to do a weigh-in before.
I was afraid to do the weigh-in just by myself. Because now when I was doing it with Kyle, I'm 23, 24 years old.
Right. It's fun. It's funny.
That's a young man chunk. You can put on the chunk, then you can easily lose the chunk. Now I'm afraid this boy's not losing the chunk. This boy has turned into a man. Boys to men, and I won't be able to lose the chunk. So I just weighed myself this morning, and I am up just a couple lbs, like almost 3 lbs. That's not bad. I can lose that lbs, but I didn't weigh in the day of.
Well, you know what they say, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
They do say that. They do say that.
That's what I heard. That's the saying I heard.
I've never heard that. That's cool.
No, people say that, but also, like, just don't.
No, I'm not saying they haven't.
Also, just don't be a fucking lazy ass, dude. That's if you eat and then you just never work out. You never do anything. You're not active. You're sloven.
By the time we're at 40 on this pod, we're going to have just a sick little string of Adam's workout tips and,
Dude,
and body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fitness inspo on Instagram. That's my new thing. I'm kind of leaning.
Yeah, I have noticed you're leaning into the...
I'm leaning into that. Yeah, I'm kind of gonna be basically poor man's The Rock. If you like aren't
Right. You're stepping into the playbook.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a lot of like how to work out. I don't have a sick gym. I actually have a pretty whack ass garage that I work out in, and that's sort of my life. So if you're sick of The Rock and his dope ass gym and him like saying I don't got time to bleed and all kinds of cool catchphrases, and if you're sick of that, come over to me. I have minimal catchphrases. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm just copying other people's workouts that I find online.
Right.
What catchphrases do you have?
Should we talk about? Yeah.
What catchphrases are you?
Kyle, you're chunking.
I know
You're chunking a lot, Kyle, but
I'm gonna be chunking this whole app. Sorry about that.
okay, you're diarrhea. Did you hear that? Because you sound like
Diarrhea.
oh, remix, baby.
Wow.
Remix.
We got some diarrhea.
It's like,
This is important.
And sometimes when I mix up a workout, I say, oh. That's a little bit of a diarrhea.
that's the OG one.
I like the high pitched one. The dance party diarrhea.
Menudo.
Little did I know is that Pepto-Bismol has been like going at this like song and dance diarrhea for a minute. So there's a wealth of commercials to draw from.
I would say little did anyone know.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
But we're bringing it to them.
I deep dove.
I didn't even know where you got that clip from, and then I was watching TV with the whole fam the other day, and my dad hears the Pepto-Bismol diarrhea, and he's like, yeah, baby, diarrhea. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
he's like, I love that commercial. And I'm like, oh, shit. Blake straight up nabbed that one.
Oh,
Allegedly.
man.
He allegedly
Allegedly.
took that from a commercial.
I'm trying to be the guy on the street that people used to yell tight butthole to and now go, it's diarrhea guy.
Okay.
I also want that.
It's going to
for you.
happen.
Yeah.
Do we, what was I just, I think I'm drunk again.
Cool, man.
My boy's drunk again.
Oh,
Drunk
man.
again.
Hey, can I just say, I wish I was more drunk last week.
You were drunk enough.
No, that's the thing. I wasn't. That was only my third drink, and
Listen, no one's saying you didn't drink. No one's saying you didn't drink a lot. You were drunk enough.
no, it should have been for as much flack, as much fucking afflack I got. I deserve to be more drunk. I wish I was like 6. I wish I was double the amount of drinks deep.
Yeah,
Well,
we got to do
sure.
one. We got to do a pod where we get really hammered. I'm actually switching over. I'm starting an event that I'm calling a December to Remember is what I'm trademarking. Hopefully that's never been done before.
No, I've never heard
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Well,
Not like on a jewelry commercial or anything.
I've never heard of that. No, I think that's a Ridge.
Since like we're not going to any holiday parties and I really won't have any chances to black out, I'm really looking forward to remembering December completely, and I will be drinking NA beers for the month. NA beers.
Dude, why even? So
Don't
you're
drink
having
beers.
a sober November, or sorry, December.
December to remember is what I'm.
Yeah, December to remember the whole name of the month.
Right.
I'm not drunk, I swear to God. So then why even drink the NA beers? Because those are gross.
Well, I want to taste test them. There's so many options. I last week I tried the Budweiser Zero, and it's really pointless to drink. I felt I'd rather have a.
Yeah, it doesn't make NA sense to drink them.
Well, I feel like they all are pretty pointless to drink if they're not getting you drunk, though. Because you're not at party. There he is.
Pretty
There's
much.
my little chunker. Welcome back, Guy. Kyle, let's ask the sober friend, Kyle.
Yep.
Do you, when you were first saying, you know what, I'm done drinking, I'm not going to drink anymore, did you drink NA beers, or were you like, those are gross?
Oh, I filled my fridge with them.
There you go.
Because it was like I felt like I needed to drink a beer, but
Yeah.
but then when
I
you're
love
like
that visual.
yeah, but then when you really
I filled my entire refrigerator with that non-alcoholic beer.
I had a keg going.
but then when you really break it down, it's like they don't taste good, they don't get you drunk. There's nothing good about them. It's
I
kind of like
disagree. Right now, I'm trying this NA Heineken. It's pretty freaking tasty.
yeah, but
I'm
you could
liking
also
this.
just have a LaCroix, or like something else with bubbles in it. It's like
Yeah, drink water or like some, what is it, Mio? Little Mio squirts?
What is this for, Blake? Are you just you're tired of pissing out of your ass? Is that what you're tired of? What are you?
Waking up and
The cause of
Is that what you're?
we
because
got to
that's,
diversify the portfolio here.
that's the only downside. That's the only
Well,
downside.
no,
Unless
no.
you are like blacking out a lot, or you're driving into trash cans with your bicycle and
Yeah, is
breaking
that
other
happening?
arms.
That did happen over the quarantine. I did hit a garbage can.
He did break his arm, and you couldn't go shark diving with us during Shark Week. You had to sit on the boat,
That's true. But I don't know. To me, like
allegedly.
I grew up with an uncle and a stepdad who drank NA beers, and
Good for you.
Good
I think
for
they're-
you.
I think they're kind of freaking cool. Dudes who drink NA beer or chicks that drink NA beer, they got a.
So this is part of you rebuilding your image?
Yeah, I'm trying to go bad boy.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine. I get it. Adam's
Hey.
working out online. You're doing this.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a give fitness inspo to the people.
Huh.
Durs,
Sick.
what are you trying to do? You're just still being
Yeah.
a basic ass regular actor in TV and movies? Whack.
Come on, what's your 2021 vibe? I'm a non-alcoholic.
Fucking diversify, man. We already have a podcast. We're already branching out.
That's it. I'm podcasting now. I'm branching out.
podcasters.
So you're podcasters. I'm
come on.
I'm a recovering alcoholic. Adam is a fitness inspo guy.
Guru.
I'm a fitness guru who says still an alcoholic.
To be fair,
I'm not an alcoholic.
The emptiness in your laugh was pretty cool. Fitness guru is still an alcoholic. Pause.
I did. My parents just visited, and man, we drank a lot. Those folks, they've been living at Lake of the Ozarks now for a couple years, and they're just going for it. Their level of going for it as full steam ahead. And my parents didn't drink a lot when I was growing up. My dad actually didn't drink from when I was 7 or 8 till I graduated high school, and then he started drinking again.
Right.
Yes. And then now he's like back on it, which I love.
I think it's cool that you guys are all watching TV together. I feel like that's like a lost family thing, that like families just sit and watch one thing together.
Yeah, what sucks is my dad's like, son of a bitch. God damn it. Because he doesn't like streaming. He doesn't like not just being able to flip through the channels.
Wow.
He's like,
he's a surfer.
He's pissed every time he'd like go to grab the thing and like go to turn it, and then it would just come back to the main screen.
Right, yeah.
Where it's like, and he's like, son of a bitch. Because he's pissed now because he wants to watch all the the fun commercials, the knife commercials, and all the fun things that we're missing out on.
Adam, were you the one who says flicking channels? Or is that Kyle?
No, that's like flip off and flick off.
I didn't flick
flipping.
off channels.
Somebody used to say flicking channels, and I was like,
I flip.
It's flipping, yeah.
Yeah, you flip.
What are the shows that families watch? I mean, I watch sports with my family, but other than that, what is it, like Masked Singer or something?
Yeah, it used to be like American Idol.
Yeah, we watched some Masked Singer, and my dad, although he's the one that turned it on, he was like, never seen this show. And I'm like, well, why are we watching it then? He goes, because it looks stupid as shit. And I'm like, okay, well, it seems like you wouldn't have turned it on if you hadn't watched it. And then he was like guessing who it is. He's like really invested. I'm like, it seems like you watch it. He's like, I might have seen it a couple times, but it's dumb as hell.
This part's good. Listen to this.
And I'm like, well, yeah. Oh, this is good. Oh,
I gotta see who the
Jenny McCarthy.
Dr. Ken, he's funny. Jenny McCarthy, yeah, she gets it.
I just gotta know who the cake head is. I gotta know who's the cake.
It is a crazy show, and now they're doing the Masked Dancer.
Yeah.
Like they
Okay.
need to just mask off. Like,
And then-
how
and-
many mask versions could we get?
Oh, they're gonna spin that off.
And have Future host it, mask off. That would be synergy.
And I understand that reference. What does that mean exactly for the listeners who doesn't?
Mask off. It's a hot track. Our listeners know they're young go-hards.
Well, some of them are, and some of them are our age
Some of them are knocking on 40.
that have children and families, and
Well, they still got to listen to Mask Off by Future. Come on.
well, some of them do, and some of them don't. So it is a song by Future, "Mask Off."
Yeah, I guess I can cue it up and we can play us out with it at the end of the pod.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, please! That's what they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait on. Wait till the end. Babe, I can't stop listening. Mask Off is about to play.
Well,
do you guys think you could have a normal conversation with Future or no?
a normal conversation?
I don't even know who
Future is?
I know who he is. I couldn't tell you what he looks like or what.
He looks fucking cool.
Yeah, he looks like a lynx.
He looks like he kind of looks like one of H.R. Giger's aliens became a rapper.
Oh, he's like tall as hell, right? He's
Yes.
like
Big
6'8" or
dude.
something.
Dated Ciara.
I don't know if he's 6'8". He's not like 2 Chainz tall, is he?
I think I'm thinking of 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz is like the lanky ass dude.
2 Chainz is dope and he can ball.
But Future just, I feel like
Yeah, a converse.
if I like was in an elevator with him and was just like, hell of a day. I just want to know what he would say if he'd be like, yeah, or if he'd say nothing.
Oh, do
or
you
if he'd be
remember when
like,
Blake and I were at the NBA All-Star game when I did that weird song and dance with Queen Latifah and Jamie Foxx and Kevin Hart for the NBA
Jelly.
All-Star game in LA, and then I came out. It was so weird. It was the weirdest. It was literally me, Queen Latifah, Jamie Foxx. Who else was there? Kevin Hart. And like 2 other, Ludacris. I shared a room with Ludacris.
So
and
cool.
like our green room was the same room, and he was getting his hair cut, and he's like, anything you want to listen to, Adam?
wow.
And he and then I go, oh, anything by word of mouth. ready for him to be like, ha ha ha. And he goes, nah, man. And I'm like, okay. Anything else then?
Yeah. So then I don't think you're gonna have a good conversation with Future either. Then.
Yeah.
No, but I remember when me and Blake were at the game, the slam dunk contest, and Migos had just won like the celebrity MVP and the celebrity all-star game.
I believe Quavo. Migos is
It was Quavo, yeah.
3 people.
Yeah, it is 3 people. That's right, Quavo. And I go, yo, so you won the trophy, huh? And he was holding it. And he's like, yeah, man. And I'm like, where are you going to keep that trophy? Bad question. I'm just trying to spark up a conversation. He's sitting right next to me. And he's like, I don't know, man. And I go, are you going to put it like in your bathroom? You know, people put trophies in their bathroom. And he's like,
Goofy.
Nah. And I'm like, okay. So you got a shelf or something? Like really trying to get a conversation going. And he goes, yeah, man, I got a shelf.
The cool thing, maybe he didn't even have a shelf. He was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. He was probably super high, just having a good time.
I hope he was. I also kind of think he was probably really nervous to talk to Blake and me. And he was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, super starstruck.
He was like, it's the guy with the hair.
The guy with the hair, the short one that was just dancing with Queen Latifah. Uh-oh, nervous.
It's King Latifah.
It's King Latifah. You've done a lot of singing and dancing, and I'm sure you're like under contract, but if you are if you're one of the Masked Singers, can you like blink for us or something? Like, how far away, or are you currently masked up and doing the show?
I cannot say. I cannot say if I'm a masked singer, if I sing with masks on or off.
Oh my gosh, I feel like you're seasons away.
Can you say have they come to you?
Have they offered?
Does Robin Thicke have your phone number?
I don't know if Robin Thicke does, but someone over there does. And I will say that.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you're built for that show, man. You're really built for it.
Short and squat.
How am I doing, guys? I moved a little closer to the router. Am I still chunking, or what's up?
You seem less chunky right now,
Yeah.
Kyle. You seem
Everything feels a little bit smoother. I moved upstairs. I'm sitting on the floor.
Good.
I'm very zen right now.
Good,
Okay.
good.
All right.
Well, don't come back in and take over the whole goddamn podcast. We're talking about.
Yeah, seriously.
Fucking bulldozing the whole thing.
We were finally.
What are you talking about? What did I miss? What did I miss?
Should we do a whole recap?
Just a lot of really funny. Yeah, we're not doing that, Kyle.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not going. Yeah. No.
All right. Where are we at?
Listen, user ear.
Kyle, there's a chair right behind you, Kyle. There's a chair right behind you. You could sit in that chair, right? You don't need to sit on the ground.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Rick Rubin over here.
Hey, there we go.
But
Look
I
at
don't
people.
want to. I don't feel like it, man. I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, that's on you, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally
I'm
fine.
good.
You sitting cross-legged?
Yeah.
And can we
Yeah.
talk a little bit about
Lotus
Hey,
position.
nice.
Lotus position.
how are you doing with the podcast, Kyle? Because my mom is really worried about you. After last week, I kind of told her, about the podcast, and she had listened to a few episodes, and she thinks we're giving it a little too hard to you. So I'm going to take Penny's advice, and I'm going to be nice as fuck to you from now on, at least during this podcast.
I feel like you say that every week and then you rip him to shreds.
No, I don't. I always try to be nice to Kyle, and then at the end, he backtracks and then stabs me in the back when I'm trying to just love on my buddy. I'm trying to kiss on my daddy, dude.
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't. It doesn't bother me. It's just as an entertainer, it feels a little one note. You know what I mean? It feels like I I don't want it to become predictable. I would hate for our podcast to be like. I've heard that episode before, so I think it's good to switch it up. I think that's just good from an entertainment standpoint, bruh.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So we got to find someone else to kind of dog on.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Blake, fuck you, man.
Yeah, fuck you,
I don't
Blake.
know. That's not the
fucking
same.
Bitch. Cut
Yeah,
your
dude.
hair, you bitch.
Think of how many episodes. Okay, everybody.
Yeah, fuck you, Blake.
Cut your fucking hair. Why are you afraid to cut your hair, you bitch?
You know what? Looks like I'm chunking over here. I might have to log off. Okay? Yeah, that's a nice little defense mechanism.
Yeah, it works.
And I disagree. I think yelling and ripping Kyle apart every week is money. It's like I Love Lucy. Come on, she's gonna get
good
into
radio.
trouble every episode. Okay?
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. The fans need it. And the arugaloids, I feel like they also like it. They're like,
And-
you know what?
right.
I like salads, but also I'm getting a kick out of this too. So
And I would venture to say people have been saying we are the I Love Lucy of.
And that's such a topical reference. And I think a lot of people are, during quarantine, they're going back and they're watching all their classic favorite shows from their childhood, especially fans of our podcast, people that are in their 20s and 30s and some in their early 40s. They really remember I Heart Lucy?
I Love Lucy. It's
I Love Lucy.
I Heart Lucy.
Radio is our podcast channel.
I actually might start a spin-off podcast where I watch every episode of I Love Lucy and I just chit-chat about it with
That's what the people want.
Lucille Ball. What a legend.
Guess what? I'm not pissed now.
Okay, well, that's good.
What else did I know that show was like groundbreaking, game changer, super hilarious, still holds up. What else did she have? I know she produced things, but did she star in other things? Like, did she ever cross?
Lucille Ball?
Yes.
I don't know if she did. I don't know if she did anything else except for that show.
Like, did she cross over into movies or like?
She must have done a movie.
Did she have a podcast or,
That's actually really crazy.
If she doesn't have a podcast, was she even an entertainer?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point.
I'm sure Desi Arnaz had a fucking radio show or something like that she was on. Desi Arnaz was a major player. He bought RKO Studios after the Orson Welles era.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, but wasn't she the business savvy one?
Yeah, but I think it was a different time, and Desi was kind of the guy making the
puppet.
deals.
She had her fucking fist up his butt and was like talking with his...
You got some spaining to do.
She made him Spain for him.
Can I just say, I'm looking up some Lucille Ball right now.
Yeah.
She's, even though she looks, even when she's younger, she still looks like she's your grandmother just because that style and hairdo. But kind of a babe grandmother, right?
Oh, yeah. She was hot.
Yeah.
I had a fucking crush on that. When I'd be homesick from school.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like black and white porno? Did they make that?
Wait, you jerked off to Lucille Ball?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, for sure. And
Ew.
Really?
And Patty Duke on Nick at Night, for sure.
Who's Patty Duke?
Yeah, what the hell?
Don't make the noise, dude.
I don't know that I could J.O. to black and white.
Patty Duke, the Patty Duke Show. It was about twins, but it was played by one lady, Patty Duke.
Oh, okay, yeah, this woman's pretty for sure. My old time lady was Mary Tyler Moore. That was my speed.
Come on.
Mine was.
It's also weird because my mom would get that she looks like Mary Tyler Moore kind of a lot, like when we were out and about.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, but I wasn't like jerking off like this creep. I was a child. I'm like 8 years old, and I'm going, yeah, baby. And I'm going like, oh yeah, that woman's pretty. Like my mom's pretty. I bet she'd take care of me and give me food. I bet she'd love and appreciate me the way my mom does. I love Mary Tyler Moore.
Let's get out of this one.
Wait, but did you see that just came in? Patty Duke is Sean Astin's mom, and you look like Sean Astin. So what is going on there, dude?
I do look like Sean Astin, but I don't know who Patty Duke is. I just looked her up.
It's your mom.
She's a pretty woman, but I'm talking about Mary.
Wait, Adam, what Kyle's saying is that Patty Duke is Sean Astin's mom.
I get that.
You look like Sean Astin.
True.
So do I want to fuck you?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
And I feel like we've covered this, Kyle, you fucking idiot. Good radio.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's already well established
I said I would marry him to fuck him.
that he would marry me.
Oh, yeah, Catalina.
Yeah, to take my boat to Catalina and fuck me on the boat.
I'm trying to think of what my classic beauty I would like to shack up with. Like the old school.
I mean, Sophia Loren, like there's some rares.
I mean, you obviously have a weird, like, kind of a. I'm not going to kink shame you, but you like to jerk off to old school footage of TV starlets.
I'm not saying I do it now.
I'm not going to kink shame you, but you like to wrap your nuts in tinfoil and stick them in the microwave.
I'm not on Pornhub like hitting
that's
like
good.
60s sitcom bays.
I think you are.
Is that a category on the hub?
Everything is a category. Take it to the hub.
Sweetheart.
Take it to the hub.
But I'm saying back in the day when like resources were thin and you're watching Nick at Night, you got to do what you got to do.
No, because come on, MTV like Beach House is on. What are you doing?
Yo, don't get me started on, oh, say, can you see?
First of all, Blake, Durs is the oldest person we know. He
Right.
wasn't
True.
watching Beach House. Beach House is when we were kids. He had to watch old black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Old-timey.
like I Dream of Jeannie. You know what I mean?
Oh boy, come on now.
Oh my God.
Wasn't
Durs.
the guy who was the dude in one of those old shows like Hogan's Heroes or something where he was
Yeah.
like a total porn addict, or not a porn addict, he was like addicted to fucking, and him and his buddy would like film each other and make their own homemade pornos, and then he got murdered?
Yeah,
What's
that
the-
movie, that autofocus movie's
Yeah.
off the chain.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, who was in there? It was like Greg Kinnear or someone?
Oh, I
Kinnear.
love me some Greg.
Kinnear plays the dude, and his best friend is played by Willem Dafoe, and he's like a gearhead that's like a photographer and gets all this like early camcorders from Japan and stuff. And then they just started filming pornos, and there's a great line where they're like sitting watching their fuck fest from the night before, and he's like, "Hang on a second, pause it. Whose hand is that on my ass?" And Willem's like, "That's mine." He's like, "What do you mean it's yours?" He goes, "Well, I had my thumb in your ass. You didn't seem to mind."
Oh,
I
like that.
They freak out. He's
hot,
like,
hot,
"What are you
hot,
talking about?" He's like, "Hey, it's a what do you call it?" He's like, "It's a grab and go or some shit."
Yeah, it's a classic grab and go. You know?
Oh my god,
I'm a big Kinnear fan.
so good.
I think my would this count as an old school lady? I kind of thought Gina Davis was hot. I
What
liked
do you
her in
want?
Yeah.
Yes, Gina Davis is unbelievably beautiful in Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yeah, Gina Davis was super hot.
she's kind of weird looking.
No.
I didn't know.
Oh,
That's not
man.
my reference. That's not my reference. My reference. No,
League of Their
that
Own?
is not my. It was League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she's so
super
hot.
hot.
She's the star.
Yeah, but also A League of Their Own, she was a babe, dude. She's the star of the movie. She's a super hot babe.
Yeah, but now I look back, I like her younger sister, Kit. Right? Is that her name? Kit or Kat?
Well, that's not her. That's not like.
Oh, you talking about?
yeah, from Free Willy.
You look like you seen a ghost.
What was that
Bro, she
woman's
was.
name?
She was great.
He's hot.
Tank Girl.
What was her name? She was one of the first people I saw. I saw her when I first moved to California in Venice Beach with her. She had a shaved head for a while.
Yeah.
She had a shaved
We can
head,
do this. Don't
and
tell
she
us the
was-
name. Don't look it up. We can do this.
She was in the army now.
She was roller skating, skateboarding barefoot down the street in Venice, holding a bottle of red wine.
Wait, roller skating barefoot?
No. She was skateboarding barefoot down the street, holding a bottle of red wine. And I was like, "Welcome to California, man. This is the coolest fucking place."
Lori Petty?
That is her name.
That is her name.
Yeah.
Got it. I think she went to my college roommate's high school, and that was his claim to fame.
Claim to fame.
Somewhere in Iowa. She was great.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah, she pones. So,
Yeah.
And
I
she
mean,
was
Lori Petty
roller
rules.
skating while skateboarding. That's amazing.
No, she was skateboarding, man. God damn it.
Harefoot. She was skateboarding harefoot in
Tank girl, she could do
Skateboard.
it.
Welcome to
Shoes.
California, baby.
We've established that
Adam's drunk again.
I'm drunk again off my caffeine high. I'm riding too high off the fiend, baby.
Wait, but by the way, Gina Davis is like shockingly beautiful.
Yeah, the bone structure on that. We were talking about like, and also Gina Davis is a little old. We're talking about women that are now in their 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about. We're talking about like grandma style.
This is
like
important.
Gina Davis
Welcome to our-
could be like like an older sister, like a little too young to be your mom, probably.
Yeah, she's 50s something.
Yeah.
right?
Gina Davis?
Now?
Gina Davis.
No,
man.
she's
Yeah.
like 70, dude. Are
Yeah,
kidding
you
me?
guys think you're younger than you are.
No.
No,
Get
dude.
the fuck out of here.
No, that woman is.
How old is Gina Davis now? Look it up. Because I think you guys.
Oh, she's for sure.
I'm going to say she's 53.
No way.
I'm gonna say 55.
No,
53.
she's almost 70.
No, she's like 67.
Yeah, I'm with you, Blake.
She's got to be up there.
No, she was 13 in A League of Their Own.
Oh my gosh.
No, she's
That
like she's almost 70, if not 70.
She's 64. That's exactly what I just said. 64.
She's 64.
You're 10 years off.
And
64. So I was 3 years off. So I got it.
So yeah, she is our mom's age. And so Blake wants to fuck his mom. That's weird, dude.
And it's a whole, we circle back, baby.
Wait, Adam, that's your thing, dude.
Weird, dude.
How come everybody's no? That's not what I'm saying.
That's kind of your thing. And that's fine. Maybe that'll be the thing that everyone likes about this episode. Because we're not beating up Kyle.
What do they call it? It's a Oedipus. It's an
Okay, well, I think they're gonna like that you beat off to Nick at night. Okay.
it's an Oedipus complex. Everybody here got that.
No.
Oh.
You're chunking again.
You were
Oh,
chunking.
I'm chunking. But
No,
before
he's
I
right.
chunk away,
That is what
an Oedipus complex is when you want to fuck your mom and kill your father.
Oh.
Oh, it's got to be both?
Yes.
You
It has to be both. It's not just fuck your mom. That's just kink shaming.
Well, I got news. If you fuck your mom, that's going to kill your dad.
Yeah, true.
He'll
You
have
do
a
it all in
goddamn-
one stroke.
Admittedly, Dad would be pretty salty on that. Yeah.
break his heart. Mm-hmm. This ain't.
And that's cool that I know that my parents listen to the podcast, so this is going to be fun for them. It's going to be
Yeah.
a fun little few minutes for
It's
them.
gonna be a fun drive to the supermarket.
Mine
Yeah.
don't. But they were the ones complaining that we pick on Kyle so much so be careful what you ask for, you know?
Yeah. See what
Yeah,
happens when
totally.
we let him loose. My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, he sets us up.
Well, I didn't mean that we all had it. I was just relating it to us in like a way, but we don't. None of us have that.
Right.
Nah, we don't have that.
No, absolutely not.
You guys ever watch, you ever see The Graduate?
Yep.
No,
I mean, I have.
not enough
course.
to where I don't.
What's her name? Isn't it Mel Brooks' wife?
Oh, I don't know her name.
What was her name? Stunner.
This is like the golden age of Hollywood, correct? Is that what we're talking about?
No.
Yeah, The Graduate kind of kicked it off, I would say.
No, Golden Age. We're talking like,
Anne Bancroft.
oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No
one
clue.
remembers who this woman is.
I just
dude,
pretended.
These are names that are forgotten in the past.
Yeah, I know Kyle's just saying, oh, yeah, I know it, because he's a director, so he has to pretend he's seen films.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, The Graduate. Yes, my favorite
Yeah.
part.
Well, it was either right there in that moment. It was either, oh, yes, or the golden
Kyle,
age of Hollywood
or
is
the truth.
actually the 30s.
Yeah, it's the 30s.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure.
No, the golden age of Hollywood is when Fight Club came out, and the next year was The Matrix. Fuck y'all, dude.
Dude, hey.
No, the golden age was in 1994 when Jim Carrey came out with Ace
Liar, liar.
Ventura, Mask, and Dumb and Dumber on the same year. That was the golden age.
Okay.
Get at me, Hollywood historians.
How are you not hitting the soundboard? Thank you. Man. Redo? Thank you.
There we
I,
go. Thank you. Two shakakas.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Hey, Kyle, how often when you go into a meeting and someone references, because you're not very well studied when it comes to knowing
Movies?
movies.
Well, that's kind of not true, but what's up?
Well, I think it kind of is.
No. He's seen 10 movies. But go
You've
ahead.
seen 10 movies. How often does someone like a producer or something say like, oh, a deep cut movie, and you are like, because I do it sometimes, but I'm sure as a director, it happens to you so much more where they're like, oh, yeah, and you remember this film from like 1964, and you're like,
Platoon.
yeah, well, no, that's a
Well,
huge
that's
one.
true. I mean,
from,
no,
like,
no,
88.
it's true because I like.
But like a deep cut, because you're not a true cinephile. You're not like studying films all day, every day.
I'm more so getting there now. Like I just watched Citizen Kane a year ago for the first time. I had never seen that before.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wasn't interested in studying it. I was more interested in making the films. You know what I mean? And just the craft of doing it. But yeah, you're right.
Kyle, is that your argument? That you're like, I don't watch movies, I make movies?
That's what it was. Yeah, for sure.
You know that doesn't work, right?
Okay.
Well, now he knows, and he's doing it. How do you handle a line? Do you say, "Oh, I didn't see that," or do you do a classic? Oh yeah. Because that's what I do. I lie almost. I would say 80% of the time. 20% I'll go like, you know what? I don't know that one.
Right.
But most of the time, more than most of the time, I will go like, Oh, yeah.
I'm a very much that guy.
I'm like, I'll do that when it comes to actors and actresses. Like, I'll definitely be like, oh, right, I remember him or I remember her. But not when it comes to movies and plots.
Right. To build like a nice connection.
When it comes to movies and plots, I'm just like, I'm not lying. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Sure, in case they have a follow-up question and they're like, so what did you think of this plot device? Were they, and then you have to be like,
Yeah, I got to know it. I can kind of.
oh, yeah, I haven't seen that one in a while.
Right, I can breeze past like an actor and an actress and just be like, yeah, or like this actor or this actress. Like, you can kind of do that. But if.
Or someone that I know.
Right, exactly. Or one of my friends. Yeah, but.
From Mortal Kombat the movie. Exactly.
Yeah, I find that sometimes people will be like, you know what's their name, or like, you're friends with it, and I'll be like, yeah, and then they continue with it like, so yeah, I was just talking to them the other day, and you're like, I actually don't know that person at all.
Right. Angelica Houston.
Yeah, and I'll be like, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm, sure, for sure, yeah.
I probably met them at a Comic-Con when I was blackout, and they remember the time I met them, and I don't at all.
Well, that happens to me. I would say that specifically from you, where people being like, yo, dude, I'm Blake's homie. And then I have to, well, this is in the before times when I actually would go out places and see people that I didn't know. But I would always get people be like, yo, I'm homies with your friend Blake, man. And then I have to like have a conversation with them for like 10 minutes. And then I kind of put it together like, oh, he doesn't really know Blake. He like was at a bar once with him. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, they feel like they have a connection with you that then they go like, hey, we're really good friends. The next time I see one of these guys, I have to let them know that you two are good friends.
Well, next time, just FaceTime me and show me the person, and we'll sort it out.
That always works.
You could be real harsh with this. Like, I do not know that man.
I don't know.
Sorry, man. Walk away. I do not know that man.
Adam, run. I don't know this person. Get the hell out of there.
I just turn and run.
See ya.
See ya, bitch.
Kyle, what are your 5 most, let's do this 2 ways. As a director, what are your 3 most influential movies? And then just as a movie fan, what are your 3 favorite movies? Just so we can get inside that brain of yours and not make fun of you or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I think one of my top influential films is The Wrestler.
The Wrestler, very nice.
Okay, tight. Yep, sick movie.
That's up there.
Is what? What did you say?
I'm an old piece of meat.
The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke.
Oh yeah, you love The Wrestler.
Aronofsky. Yeah.
Who?
And I also love the Big Lebowski.
Aronofsky.
But Big Lebowski is so underrated.
I feel like people love.
Absolutely not. It's perfectly rated.
No. It's underrated because the swing that the Coen brothers took with that fucking movie, with like, it's insane. It's crazy. And for some reason, you just go, it all works together. For some fucking crazy reason, all that stuff together works, and it shouldn't.
There's like literally like the dude days. There's like holidays surrounding.
People obsess over it. You're right. There's Lebowski Fest. There's all that stuff.
Lebowski.
I know, but I'm saying as like a film. I'm saying as like, not like dude, we used to get stoned and watch that shit all the time. I'm saying like what those guys did, they like created a whole new genre.
And I think they get the love for that. I really do.
But I don't think they get it for that movie from like film critics. I think
you might be right.
Stoner dudes are like whatever, and film critics are like Fargo, Miller's Crossing. And you're like, all right.
I watched that movie. I remember I got, when I was a kid, I would do voices on the radio and get free tickets to movie premieres and like concerts and shit. And they gave me and my dad a ticket to go see The Big Lebowski. But I'm in like 7th grade, 7th grade. So it was way over my head. I remember just leaving going like, I don't know what the fuck I just watched. And it wasn't until I watched it when I was like 19 or whatever that I was like, that was actually great.
Dude, I saw The Big Lebowski right when I was making like stuff with my friends, and I watched it and I was like, what? That felt like the most natural film I've ever seen in my life. Like the performances
exactly
had to have been improvisational. They had to have been like, what did the actors like bring to that? Like what, and then when you go and you actually do your research on that movie and you're like, every word, every punctuation was thought out by the Coens.
Right.
And you're like, oh, so this is a testament to fantastic writing and a testament to the fucking best performances I've ever seen. Like all those guys made that shit feel right there in the moment, very casual and just so sick, dude.
But this is what I'm saying is you have that where you're like, oh, they're just recording these friends talking. Then you have Julianne Moore coming in and doing like that whole fucking thing, and it works. And you have the other Lebowski being very performative, you know what I mean? And you have Philip Seymour Hoffman very kind of doing his own different thing. And for whatever reason, somehow, Tara Reid steals the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
The toe.
Exactly. Like, how do you get that? I mean, that's just good performances, man. That's like PTA level performances where
and
it's
the dream stuff, fucking unreal with like the Vikings and like
Great soundtrack.
soundtracks bangers, dude.
Fleas in it.
So what's your next one, Kai Guy?
Yeah, you're really blowing our minds.
You're on a roll.
I think I would actually go talk about Paul Thomas Anderson and talk about either Boogie Nights.
Good in.
I think I got to talk about Boogie Nights because that's like
Nights
just
rules.
fucking so good. Again, great performances, great shots, great story,
Julianne Moore.
great tone. It's like, you know, funny at times and fucking really like heart-wrenching a lot of the times too. It's like, I love that. I love when I'm laughing in one scene and then I'm like kind of fucking feeling in the next scene.
But mostly Wahlberg's cock in that one shot, right?
Mm-hmm. The donkey dick.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Well, that's his best performance of all time, right? I mean,
Hands down.
That was the cherry on top for you, Kai Guy?
I don't know. I Heart Huckabees. He's pretty cool.
Fear. Just throwing it out there.
right. Fear is good too. That's very true.
Oh, Fear, man. He rules in Fear.
No, Boogie Nights is his.
Yeah, Huckabees was good as well, for sure.
Welcome to my dojo. I mean,
What's that guy's name?
oh, the Yeller.
Who made that movie? What's his name?
Screamer.
Yeah.
David.
So,
oh my God.
where do you stand, Kyle, on the first 45 minutes of Blow? The greatest movie of all time. The greatest first 45 minutes.
Well, now
of
that's
all time.
me as probably. So Durs also asked as a movie watcher. Like Blow is really fun for me to watch. I love watching that because I get fucking juiced. It's like the rise to the top. It's very fun. And Pee Wee Herman's crushing.
Dude, Paul Rubin slays in that movie. I used
Yeah,
to watch
the
that
best.
movie every night before going to bed like a psychopath.
Yeah, you love that.
I loved it. I would watch it as I'm going to. Well, I slept on a couch for like 2 years of my life. So I'd be in the living room about to go to bed and I'd just put it on and watch the first 45 minutes as I'm falling asleep and then turn it off. Because then it gets kind of sad and you're like, oh, his life's depressing. But the first 45,
reality.
when he's just like a kingpin.
Yeah, I was gonna say why. Oh,
He's peaking.
so you don't like the latter half of that movie?
No, I like the latter half too, but I'm not trying to go to bed being like, oh, this poor guy lost everything. I'm just trying to go to bed being like,
Coked up.
Like drugs rule.
yeah, just saying drugs rule. I'm gonna have an apartment stacked full of.
Yeah, that's a major cautionary tale. You should probably spend the next 10 years of your life just watching the second half.
Yeah, I feel like that really speaks.
Funny how life changes.
Nah, I've seen it. I've seen it, and I get it. The thing is, deal weed, not cocaine.
The best part of the whole movie is
Hello.
Smoke weed
is Penelope Cruz in the windsuit at the end.
God,
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz rock.
Oh, damn. I miss her.
Bro, she looks fucking cool.
What happened to her? She was sick.
She's still doing it. She was in Zoolander too. Come on. Keep up.
Yeah, what
Hell
happened to
yeah.
her?
She was like, he has cocaine in the trunk. He's got cocaine in the trunk. And then busts his ass. Oh, man, I was so mad at her.
Yeah. But you know who killed it like in the same vein with Sharon Stone in Casino?
Okay.
Where it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like the woman in the relationship who's basically like sticking her neck out on the line for the guy. And she's like, fuck this. This is insane. We have a family to raise, and just throws it all into the fire.
That's kind of a cool role, is like the cocaine queen. Like, in most of those cocaine movies.
You mean like the wife of the king, or like the actual I'm in charge queen?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
Like Michelle,
in
Right.
Scarface and Penelope Cruz, and
Well, you know how they're like turning every movie, Hollywood's turning every movie on its head and like making the women be the leads now. And I want to be the
man
cocaine
candy?
queen.
Right.
I want to be like I want to play like the coked up wild man husband who is she's making all the money and you're like,
Right.
I can't control this hot piece of ass. That's what my wife is saying. My wife is going like, I can't control this hot piece of ass. I'm only keeping around because of his thick, juicy ass. Look at that ass. And then gratuitous ass shots at me like walking around the pool.
you're always in a Speedo.
Yeah,
and then
man.
You're like, honey, come here, and you're just like, she's like, she just buries her face in your ass, like the guy, like how guys always like crumble to their knees and just put their face right in their crotch, like, baby, I'm so sorry, I just want to go home.
Dude, those scenes.
Exactly. Those are the roles I'm trying to get right now. That's why
Right.
I'm working out my fitness, trying to be a fitness inspo.
Oh,
Right.
so it all comes back. So the fitness inspo is
Okay.
on the way to becoming
It's-
more man candy for the gender swap.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's 2020 now, and this is my year of health that I'm getting my body and mind in great shape. So when 2021 hits and that man candy role is up for grabs, it'll be me and all the hot boys, me, the Hemsworths,
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
all the
Hey,
Chris's,
can
Michael
I tell you
B.
something? I've been doing it. I've been doing it for a few years. The water is warm. Come on in.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, Dersey's been hot, man candy. He's always sitting around. He's always like cutting up carrots and shit by the sink. That's his hot boy role.
Cut. Hey, we're gonna need some new carrots. I cut all the carrots. Let's just say these carrots are getting cut.
How is it playing? Because that is true, Dersey. You've been playing these. You get roles that Blake and I do not get. The hot boy roles, the hot husband.
Not too hot. He's just he's home, isn't he? He's just home.
Yeah, stoked you married him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that like, man?
Well, you get both. You get stoked to marry him, and then like, oh, he seems like a great guy, but he's actually a cheating bastard.
I
Total
turn
ass.
on everyone, and that's
Yeah.
why ladies at the airport fucking flip me off. They're like, "Fuck
Do
you!"
they?
From
That's
the
right.
Intern.
Yeah. Well, explain your role in the Intern and why the women hate you.
The movie The Intern, starring Adam Devine and
Correct.
Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro.
Bobby
De Niro becomes an intern for Anne Hathaway, who runs this big like internet clothing store. I'm her husband. She's at work all day, and I get lonely.
Watch it on a plane.
It's a great plane movie. It's probably being watched on a plane right now. Daddy gets lonely, steps out. The Anne knows. She confronts me. I apologize. She stays with me. Game changer of a movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't have to. Could have left your ass. And a lot of women are mad. They're mad at you.
Day one on that movie was me crying with Anne Hathaway.
Oh, that was the first day? Oh, what a brutal first scene.
You got jumped in.
First day, first scene. It was so rough. Oh my God.
I gotta rewatch that. I didn't realize you cried.
How did you cry? Because you don't cry that often. How did you do that?
Yeah, what did you do?
Yeah, you are a robot. Did you use the tear sticks?
Let's get real. Let's get real here. Ready? You ready to get real for the
Yeah.
first time on the pod?
I'd love
I squeezed my nuts really hard.
to. Let's go.
No, here, ready? I'll get
You
real.
had me.
I was like, yo, you gotta get in fucking gear for this. This is Anne Hathaway. It's a big movie.
Nancy Myers directed.
Nancy Myers, big writer director, world famous.
Oh, yeah.
You have to step up. You have to deliver. Especially because in the audition, Anne cried when we did like our one-on-one thing.
She's so
to just-
fucking good.
She's so good. She cries exactly when she's supposed to. And I was like, fuck. So, day one, I had just had a friend pass away, R.I.P. Trip Healy, my man. And I was like, just think about your homie, how much you miss him, start to cry and like get into gear. And like 5 minutes before, as I'm kind of like doing my thing in the corner, I'm like, this is the fucking worst idea, the dumbest fucking shit. My homie Trip would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Put the picture of him away and just go tell someone to put eye drops in your eyes.
Really?
So I was like, fuck this.
So you almost were method, and then you decided not to be.
I was just like, this is so I have a real friend who died. I'm not going to use that to pretend to cry for a movie. And I was sad.
Yeah,
And then I was like, okay, what's the scene? And I was like, the scene is sad. You can be sad. And then I never cried, so they had to have someone like come, blow the menthol in your eyes.
Tear stick you or whatever.
What did they? I've never had that.
I fucking love those things. When we use those, I only had to use them once in Workaholics when I was cutting my dick off, and I was like, "Yeah, give me more." I love it.
Yeah, so it's like a menthol. You know when like you have a cough drop and then you put on your fucking mask these days, or you're chewing gum with your SARS mask on, and the fucking
COVID.
The COVID, yeah, but I have SARS. I mean,
oh shit!
And like you get that fucking little wind of peppermint blowing on your eyes, and you're like, oh shit. That's essentially what we're talking about here.
I love that story, Dersey. That was a beautiful story. Can I say that Blake fucking missed a primetime opportunity that when he was being very real for the first time in the podcast, that's when you should have done. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Right in the middle
Why
of
don't you
it.
cry about it? I
Dude.
mean, he's
Yeah.
I thought we weren't doing that today. I thought we weren't cutting each other. I thought we were kind of, just.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not a cut. That's not a.
What? No, we're not picking on you. Shut the
That's-
fuck up, Kyle.
I don't know. Trust me, the thought.
That's not a. We're not cutting on. That wouldn't have been cutting on Durs. That's delivering a funny a gig for our listeners. Because they're
All
here
right.
for the
Say.
gigs. They're here for the ha-has.
I will never let it get serious again. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
This is your worst day at the soundboard, I must say.
I have an explanation. I just wasn't set.
Because you came out hot. You're like, look at all my new things. And then it's like,
No, my shit's not set. My shit's not set.
what is
What
it?
do you
like?
mean?
Did you just recently have a homie die?
No, I did not.
Well, then what's your fucking excuse, huh?
Yeah.
I just didn't get my sounds till a little bit before, and I was having technical issues, but I finally have figured out how to have like more than just 10 sounds. So
Okay. Well,
Soundboard
shit.
chunking.
Well, that
my
checks
shit
out.
wasn't ready. Okay.
it was a little chunky.
Okay.
Yeah, soundboard chunking over there, baby.
Yeah. Well, what can I do?
What? Rubber?
Well, so wait, so you
Soundboard
didn't tell the
chunking.
story of when you were at the airport. It was like after the intern had been playing for a little while. You got women coming up to being like, "How dare you?"
Oh, yeah. They had just watched it on the airplane, and then they see me and just fucking flying punch me.
Yeah.
I did have one woman push me.
Really?
Like playfully, like, I don't like you. And she like pushed my shoulder. And I fell off, fell into a garbage can.
And I fell down some stairs.
No, but
funny.
yeah, it's part of the gig. So guys,
Of playing a bad boy.
come play the husband, the boyfriend.
Dry your eyes out.
I'm trying to be a sexy bad boy. That's all I want. And I don't see it in the cards exactly, but
Yeah.
that's kind of where I would like.
Why? But why? What the fuck would be fun about that?
Playing the sexy bad boy?
Oh, what's fun about this?
You're working.
Like that role.
Yeah, well, working's cool, but if you just have to pick your.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like to shoot for it, like why would you? I don't know.
Yeah, but are you looking at my face right now?
I kinda, yeah. And it's,
Oh shit! I hope we're rolling on that because it's fun to play something
Cause of
different.
diarrhea.
That's the cause of diarrhea. Because Adam's always fun loving and like lovable and all that, and I'm sure he wants to be the guy who's like, actually, fuck you, and everyone's like, whoa.
Well, I do say that my dream would be to do like the movie Fear, basically, with Mark Wahlberg, where you're like, oh yeah, he's a great boyfriend. We love him. Everybody seems to like this guy, and then just turn, and I'm actually a fucking psychopath.
that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely think if you took a turn into your fucking insanity, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I think you could turn into your insanity really well, and it would be like not in a comedic way, but in a very dark way. It would be awesome.
Do you think America would let you do that now? Do you
Hell
think
yeah.
do you think in a movie theater people would laugh?
I'm sorry, is America your boss? Wait,
Oh,
what?
well.
I'm not saying like, I'm saying, do you think America would interpret him as a serious, scary guy, or would they be like, this doesn't work for me.
I think Adam could. I think it would work. Yeah, I think it would work.
I know you. I'm talking about the general pop.
I'm pissed
You
now.
gotta try it, I guess. I think you just gotta try it. I don't know. That's why you go out on a limb.
Well, also, like, would you think that people would take, after Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, would take Sandler seriously? And then they do.
And I don't.
And then,
I never have. I think it sucks when he tries to be serious.
What's the matter? Adam Sandler does great in those roles.
I disagree. I don't think he does. I don't.
What roles are we talking here? What movies?
I mean, we can talk about PTA's movie, Punch Drunk Love.
Like Punch Drunk Love, I would have loved to seen anybody else in that role.
What about Uncut Gems? That movie fucking rocked.
I'm going to go to Uncut Gems next, but like, you think...
Uncut Gems was a better movie, and it would have been an amazing movie.
He killed it.
Yeah, he crushed.
I also think he crushed. I think...
Even in Reign Over Me, he did a great job.
I don't know what the fuck that is, and no one else does because they don't want to see that shit.
That's the one with fucking Don Cheadle, bro. The post 9/11 one.
I fuck with the cobbler.
No one, hated it. Thank you.
I fuck with the cobbler.
But that's my point. Is that if he was killing it, you would say that name of that movie, and I would go, oh yeah, of course that one, and everyone else would too. But no one's seen that shit.
Well, even I said two, and you know what they are, and so like he did a great job, and people accepted him as that.
Nobody accepted him as that.
Who liked him in Uncut Gems?
I loved him. Kyle, I'm with you. I think Sandler does a great job. I don't mind.
People liked him in Uncut Gems, and everyone's like, he got snubbed for an Academy Award. It's like, he didn't get snubbed. He wasn't awesome.
Oh, wow.
He didn't give a fuck about that, FYI. That's not why he did it. He did it because he liked the script and liked the character. He doesn't care what people think about him.
I'm not talking about that.
Let's get him on the pod.
I'm on right now.
Yeah.
The worst Sandler impression of all time.
Wow.
Right now.
I just think you're being a little tough on the guy, man. He fucking...
I think so too.
We can't be tough on guys.
Hard stand scene.
No, you can, but he just is like a homie, and I'm like, I back him up, so I feel like I'm...
So what do you want me to do? Be like... do you want me to not say how I feel?
No, I just think that like you are contradicting yourself in saying that he was good in Uncut Gems. Therefore, your initial statement was a little bit kind of...
Yeah, he was fine. I thought he was fine. I just don't believe him in these things. That's all.
Yeah, okay. I feel you. You can have your opinion. That's cool.
But what about, there's other actors. What about Robin Williams when he...
And when you said that, I said he killed it in like Good Will Hunting or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So there is
I'm not saying no one crosses over. The whole beginning of the thing was, do you think America in general would believe you as the scary, mean guy, or would it be...
No, I think I would be like a little bit of a psychopath. And I think if it's turned on the head where I'm exactly what you think I am at the beginning of the movie, I'm like a fun-loving guy that everybody kind of is just like, oh, this guy's fun. I like having him around. And then all of a sudden I turn. I think that's a good plot device in a movie where you're like, oh, what a fun turn. I didn't see that coming. I think they would invest in the character.
Right. Then you take your shirt off.
And then they see those abs, and then I wear the abs that I'm gonna get, and my fucking cheeks.
I was gonna say the tattoo of that goat man on your back.
Baby.
I mean, I want to see you in that role. I want to see Ricky Gervais in that role. There's like a lot of comedians I would love to see make that.
I mean,
wait,
look, Jim
I would
Carrey.
also like to see that.
Jim Carrey, the fucking man, and then you put him in like the number 23, and he's like, yeah, and you're going, no,
that wasn't a great.
No, that's not a great one.
Yeah, but Butterfly Effect, or not Butterfly Effect. What is Eternal Sunshine? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That movie ruled, and he was great in it.
He was great as the Riddler.
You just have to pick the correct movie.
I thought he was fine. I know, but I thought he was fine.
Did you like that movie, or I mean, his performance was good.
I didn't love that movie, but I thought he was fine in it.
It seems like you like people when they just play in their lanes. And I like that too, because I mean, there's a reason Sandler keeps going back to the well of making his type of movies, because people just fucking love him in that realm.
Yeah.
But
I mean, by the way, I'm not a huge Sandler guy, like, period. So that doesn't help either. But it's a very limited lane. Like John Candy in JFK, like small part, but it was like, whoa, holy shit, this dude is like this fucking Louisiana guy now. That's weird and crazy, and he pulled it off. Mm-hmm. Some people would do it. Some people do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're being a hater.
Yeah, I think you're sipping a big glass of haterade.
Hate it.
Dude, you're sipping so much goddamn haterade right now, Durs.
Oh my God. Yeah, hey.
It's cool, though. That's our opinion about your opinion.
Right, that's why I just go, okay.
yeah, I know.
I think you can very easily get out of your pigeonholed existence as the hot boy husband and play a super fun-loving swinging cat.
Yeah, because
personally, dude, and that's my fucking dream role is to like. I keep saying to our manager, "Could I just be a fun-loving swinging cat?"
Okay,
you can roller skate and skateboard at the same time.
Here we go, Blazer.
Durs, what would your role be if you were going to like reestablish yourself as something? Like, what would you want to take on where people would be like, "Oh, whoa, damn, I didn't see that coming," but you think you could kill it?
I want to see Dursey as a little bit of an action hero. That's my vote for your career.
He's already kind of done that, though.
The thing I would want to do right now next would to just be like what Adam does, which is like the ridiculous friend of the person who's like crying about some girl. You know, I think that would be fun to be like the absurd dude who gets to say the most insane shit. Okay. But they don't want to see me be insane because they're like, ew, frat guy, chill. You know,
right? You're too hot to be
villain?
Insane.
Right,
you're too hot.
I don't know what my neck is too long. I don't know what it is. No, I'm not saying people should stay in their lane. I think that it is it's a hard needle to thread. Not many people can do it, and you guys think some people can do it that I don't.
I get that.
Yeah, I do love watching people put themselves out there. And I guess I do give them a tremendous amount of credit for even just stepping out of their lane in general. So, like, because I think that takes guts and takes, like, it just takes, it's a tough thing to do. So I am giving people more credit than just the role at face value for even stepping outside of their lane and taking the risk as a performer, because that takes guts. You know what I mean? It's cool. I like that.
It's also rolling the dice as far as like your career goes. You want at the end of the day, when we're all fucking old people and we're just like on our deathbed, you want to look back and be like, oh, I did step out of what I do all the time and I tried a little bit of everything. And then maybe you try something and everyone's like, absolutely not. Never that again. Then just don't do that shit again. Or maybe you do it and people are like, oh, I fucking did not expect him to be like a psychopath in this movie. And that opens up a whole other, segment of your career that you never thought was possible. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing the last few years are like rom-coms where I'm like the cute guy that gets the girl at the end. And I never saw that coming in my fucking life. If you would have told me when we were all 23, 24 years old and we're like on the precipice of creating Workaholics that I was going to be like a romantic comedy guy, I would have gone, you're fucking nuts. But then the opportunity arose and I was like, okay, I guess I'll roll the dice on this.
I know what you're saying about people stepping out of their comfort zone. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think you are being a little generous with your like, hey, just because you did that movie, I'm going to give you props. Like, I don't think it takes that much guts to do that. I think people get bored being the same guy and they're like, oh, here's my opportunity to be a weirdo. And they're like, I'm going to do it to say like, fuck you. You can't control me or pigeonhole me. I'm going to show you how good I am, how diverse my portfolio is.
Well, the guts, when people say the guts, like acting, it takes no guts. There's no guts. It's like,
Yeah, I disagree with you.
Well, no, I would say to do some things, it takes guts.
But I mean, sure, but like really, we're just acting. It's not real guts. We're not fucking firemen running into burning buildings. It's like,
I disagree. Some people are really afraid to access certain emotions. I think it can be a very like for people who take on roles that are really heavy. Like who likes to sit and think about their dead friend? Because you're playing in a movie where that's where you're living for 3 months is in that headspace.
Or if you're playing a real life person who's still alive and it's like an important movie, there's like risks involved with like fucking that up and feeling horrible about it.
For some people, that is one of the scariest things.
Yeah,
Right.
Like Kindergarten Cop.
Yes, that
Yeah,
like Arnold
specifically,
in
or like-
Kindergarten Cop, the amount of lifting.
Dominic.
Or Demolition Man and Wesley Snipes, his portrayal.
Right. All based on real people.
Yeah, he's Simon. He's like a serial killer. He has to live in that.
He has to live up to that. He has to
Are you kidding
Dude,
me?
but
so-
honestly, in Kindergarten Cop, can we talk about the bad guy, Crisp? Because
Yeah, he's
he was
unreal.
fucking
He
so
is
good. Where was he
good.
when he made that movie?
Well,
He's
so
a killer.
and now
I take it back. I don't want Robin Williams' career. I want whatever that guy's name is in Crisp.
okay, so let's get into that. That guy, okay, he was in a movie called 3 O'Clock High, where he played the bully that was like, "I'm gonna kick your fucking ass at 3 o'clock." It was unbelievably scary and fucking good. In Kindergarten Cop, super fucking scary. And then he's in like all the Farrelly Brothers movies, and he's super fucking funny. That dude gets my fucking seal of approval.
That dude wins it.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's just a character actor that's trained and goes in wherever he feels like he's
kills.
talented.
Well, I'm Team Crisp.
So, is there any takebacks, compliments, or whatever put downs? What the fuck? What's the other one?
Well, yeah, put downs,
Take backs and apologies.
Takebacks.
How do we not
apologies,
know this yet?
and
I
compliments,
as well.
and put downs.
and
Any
also
slams?
ultimate slams. Yeah.
Let's add ultimate slams.
And,
ultimate
compliments
slams.
or mama jokes.
I would like to compliment Kyle on finding the good Wi-Fi. He was chunky. I thought he was about to bail. I thought he was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go eat some fish tacos or whatever you're trying to do with your life right now.
I'm making an independent movie.
And make an independent movie, or I don't know. Maybe I thought during that time you got a little hungry. You wanted fish tacos. I'm not sure exactly what you were doing. And so I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you found the good Wi-Fi. Welcome back, bud. That wasn't chunky at all, my friend.
Thank you. I would also like to apologize for the chunky Wi-Fi at the beginning. I know that all the arugaloids out there miss me for those 5 minutes. I don't know what was said. I don't know what was going on, but I was happy to be
The
peak
peak of the show for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
December to remember. I'll text you about it.
Right, yeah. That's the clip we're gonna put out there.
I did want to talk to you about that, Blake. I was bummed I couldn't talk to you about your freaking NA, man.
Yeah, and I just tried all free. Not good. Not good.
You're on your
I
second
also-
NA beer.
Drinks a case a night.
Can I compliment Blake for going for the December to remember? Going 30 days without booze is not an easy thing. So great job, buddy.
Probably won't make it. Giving it a shot though.
Is it really that hard?
Yes, absolutely. I love beer,
Okay.
especially during the holidays.
It's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, 30 days. Come on, it's gonna get boring as fuck.
Is it like a health thing? You're trying to like tighten up the midsection. You're trying to tighten up the game, or you just were blacking out a little too much?
No, because he's drinking beer every night
They're
still.
just blacking out. It's to remember things.
You were blacking out too much.
No, it was a little bit of
Just enough.
coming off the holidays, and also I just want to try NA beers, and I thought it'd be fun for the pod for you guys to journey with me. I'll be probably Instaing about it.
Adam, we'll never know Adam.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth,
Sure. Yeah.
and I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
December. I'm not trying to block out.
I compliment you on telling air quotes the truth. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I would also like to compliment you for really digging deep there and telling us exactly why you're giving up drinking for the month and just being real and serious with us.
December to remember.
Yeah.
December
to
to
taste.
I'm gonna have
NA
shirts
beers.
made.
To taste
I
any
get it.
beers for a month.
Because by the way, you can taste NA beers and still drink beer.
Yeah.
But hey,
Two birds, one
the
stone.
truth has been spoken.
Two birds, one stone.
You get it? He's blacking out.
December to remember.
He was blacking out a little too
Is he?
often. and
Can he hear us? He's blacking out way too
He's been blacking out too
He's
much.
been blacking
December
out.
to
So
remember.
I'd like to compliment Blake for realizing he's blacking out way too often and sort of correcting the course. Just
Okay.
hey, we're steering this. The ship was going off the side of a cliff, and let's steer that back out to the wide open ocean.
Okay, you got it. And my apologies will be, I guess, for the soundboard. I dropped the ball. I didn't come prepared. This will be the last time I have an excuse because I've officially figured it out. So all my boarders out there,
Because I'm gonna
get
kill
ready
myself
because
this
next
week.
week
Borders.
we're going crazy.
All right, excited for the boarding.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
The board-
all those-
I would-
Cause of diarrhea.
Not
It's the
board
board-
members.
the
Board members,
teenagers.
the chairman of the board.
Yeah, that works. Chairman of the board. My
punch that up.
compliments are compliments to the chairman of the board. They've got some good songs.
All right, guys. And
Okay, and with that, we will play off with Mask Off by Future.
Oh, okay. I know
All right.
this one.
15 seconds.
Okay,
this
everybody.
is important.
Percocet.
Yeah, you know
Taking
it.
Percocets, yeah. Percocet.
Okay, everybody keep your mask on, but mask off. There you go. You know Future. That's
this
it.
is off for
So
everybody to keep
good.
their mask
Guys,
on.
this was important.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God, I feel so turned.
Never chase a bitch.
I'm so
Here we go.
Liddy.
Down this shit goes.
It really does.
That was, dare I say, Liddy?
Liddy.
And we're out.